Coroner apologizes for delay in arson deaths inquest. Michelle Pearson and family. Imagine the unimaginable. Your home, your sanctuary, turned into a death trap. This is the stark reality for the family of Michelle Pearson, whose lives were tragically cut short in a horrific arson attack. The inquest into their deaths has been delayed, adding another layer of pain to an already devastating loss. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. In December 2017, a deliberate act of arson shattered the lives of the Pearson family in Walkden, Greater Manchester. The attack claimed the lives of 5 individuals, leaving a community in mourning and demanding answers. Michelle Pearson, a 37-year-old mother, fought for her life for 20 months before succumbing to the extensive burns she sustained. Her children, Demi, 15, Brandon, 8, Lacey, 7, and Leah, 3, perished in the inferno. Their deaths represent an unspeakable tragedy. The perpetrators of this heinous crime faced justice in the courts. Zach Bolland and David Worrell were convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment, with minimum terms of 40 and 37 years, respectively. Courtney Brearley was found guilty of manslaughter and received a 21-year sentence. The attack involved a petrol bomb, a weapon of terror, hurled into the Pearson family home, igniting a nightmare that would forever haunt the community. The inquest into the deaths has been plagued by delays, causing further distress to the grieving family. These delays stem from a complex web of ongoing investigations and legal considerations. A key factor is the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC review of Greater Manchester Police's GMP contact with the family prior to the attack. GMP themselves raised concerns about the initial IOPC investigation, adding another layer of complexity. The possibility of a fresh investigation by the IOPC looms large. The coroner cited complexities of disclosure and further evidence as contributing factors to the delay. He expressed a preference for a comprehensive hearing, rather than fragmented sessions. The IOPC is currently reviewing its initial investigation into GMP's interactions with the Pearson family. This review was prompted by concerns raised by GMP regarding the thoroughness and accuracy of the original inquiry. A decision on whether to launch a fresh investigation is expected soon. Nicholas Flanagan is representing the IOPC in this matter, tasked with navigating the sensitive and complex issues at hand. Coroner Timothy Brennand has issued an apology to the Pearson family for the prolonged delay in the inquest. He expressed profound regret for the added burden this has placed on them during an already incredibly difficult time. Brennand acknowledged the family's understandable desire for a thorough and comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding the deaths. Anna Morris, KC, is representing the family, advocating for the right to answers and accountability. The family's priority is to ensure that the inquest takes place as soon as possible, but not at the expense of thoroughness. They seek a full and transparent examination of the events leading up to the tragedy. Disturbing details emerged during the trial at Manchester Crown Court regarding Michelle Pearson's prior contact with the police. She had repeatedly requested rehousing, fearing for her family's safety. In the 2 weeks leading up to the arson attack, Michelle Pearson contacted the police on 5 separate occasions. These pleas for help raise serious questions about the adequacy of the response and the potential for preventative measures. A further pre-inquest review is scheduled for June 16th. This review is expected to be a full-day session dedicated to addressing the outstanding issues and charting a path forward for the inquest. The aim is to resolve the remaining obstacles and set a firm date for the full inquest hearing. The family, the community, and the pursuit of justice demand a swift and thorough resolution to this tragic case. The delays in the Michelle Pearson inquest highlight the complexities and challenges inherent in investigating such a devastating crime. The need for a thorough and transparent process is paramount, but the impact of these delays on the grieving family cannot be ignored. The IOPC review and the upcoming pre-inquest hearing are critical steps towards uncovering the truth and ensuring accountability. The Pearson family's story is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of arson and the importance of protecting vulnerable individuals and families. Their tragic loss demands a commitment to justice, accountability, and preventing similar tragedies in the future. The delays in this inquest are unacceptable. The family deserves closure, and the public deserves to know the truth. We must demand transparency and accountability from all involved parties to ensure that justice is served for Michelle Pearson and her children. This case raises critical questions about the effectiveness of police protection for vulnerable families and the systemic failures that may have contributed to this tragedy. We must examine these issues with unflinching honesty and implement meaningful reforms to prevent future tragedies. The Pearson family's story is a call to action. We must support victims of crime, advocate for stronger protections for vulnerable families, and demand accountability from those in positions of power. Let us honor their memory by working towards a safer and more just society for all. The inquest into the deaths of Michelle Pearson and her children is not just a legal proceeding. It is a moral imperative. It is a chance to uncover the truth, hold those responsible accountable, and learn from the mistakes of the past. We must not let this opportunity pass us by. The delays in this case are a disservice to the Pearson family and a stain on our justice system. We must demand that the inquest proceed without further delay, and that all relevant information is brought to light. The pursuit of justice requires unwavering commitment and a refusal to accept anything less than the truth. The Pearson family's tragedy is a reminder that we must never take safety and security for granted. We must be vigilant in protecting vulnerable individuals and families and hold those who threaten their well-being accountable. Let us honor their memory by working towards a world where such tragedies are no longer possible. The inquest into the deaths of Michelle Pearson and her children is a test of our commitment to justice and accountability. We must demand that the process is fair, transparent, and thorough, and that all those responsible for this tragedy are held accountable for their actions. The pursuit of justice requires courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to the truth. The Pearson family's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of community and the need to support those who are struggling. We must reach out to those in need, offer them our help, and work together to create a safer and more supportive community for all. Let us honor their memory by building a world where no one is left to suffer in silence. The inquest into the deaths of Michelle Pearson and her children is a chance to learn from the mistakes of the past and prevent similar tragedies from happening in the future. We must examine the systemic failures that may have contributed to this tragedy and implement meaningful reforms to ensure that such events are never repeated. The pursuit of justice requires a willingness to learn, adapt, and strive for a better future. The Pearson family's tragedy is a reminder that we must never give up on the fight for justice and equality. We must continue to advocate for the rights of all individuals, regardless of their background or circumstances, and work towards a world where everyone has the opportunity to live a safe and fulfilling life. Let us honor their memory by dedicating ourselves to the pursuit of a more just and equitable society. The inquest into the deaths of Michelle Pearson and her children is a call to action. We must demand that our leaders take the necessary steps to protect vulnerable individuals and families, hold those who threaten their well-being accountable, and create a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. The pursuit of justice requires courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to the well-being of all. Call to action. The pursuit of justice for Michelle Pearson and her children is far from over. We urge you to stay informed about the inquest proceedings, share this story to raise awareness, and contact your local representatives to demand accountability and systemic change. Support organizations that advocate for victims of crime and work to prevent future tragedies. Let us honor the memory of the Pearson family by working together to create a safer and more just society for all.